Breaking news that's got everyone talking. Congress has just greenlit another round of stimulus checks, and this time it's specifically targeting our low-income seniors. You heard that right? $2,000 is heading straight to qualifying Americans' bank accounts starting February 29th. But before you get too excited, let's dive into all the details you need to know about this fourth stimulus payment. I know what you're thinking. Is this for real? Haven't we heard similar rumors before? Well, this time it's different, and I'm going to break down exactly why this stimulus check is happening and how you can make sure you'll receive your payment. Stick around, because I'm also going to share some crucial information about eligibility requirements that might surprise you. First, let me address the burning question on everyone's mind. Why is this happening now? With inflation continuing to impact our daily lives and seniors struggling to make ends meet on fixed incomes, lawmakers have finally responded to the mounting pressure. The latest data shows that over 65% of senior citizens are facing severe financial hardship, especially with rising healthcare costs and basic living expenses. But here's where it gets interesting. This stimulus package is different from previous ones. The Internal Revenue Service has streamlined the distribution process, which means eligible recipients won't have to jump through as many hoops as before. Remember those frustrating delays from previous stimulus rounds? The IRS has learned from past experiences and implemented a more efficient system. Now, you might be wondering, do I qualify for this payment? Let's break down the eligibility criteria. To receive the $2,000 stimulus check, you must be aged 65 or older and have an annual income below $75,000 for single filers or $150,000 for joint filers. Social Security recipients, including those on SSI and SSDI, are automatically eligible if they meet the income requirements. Here's something many people don't realize. Even if you didn't qualify for previous stimulus payments, you might be eligible for this one. The income thresholds have been adjusted to account for recent economic changes, making more seniors eligible than ever before. But wait, there's more to this story. The fascinating part about this stimulus package is how it's being funded. Unlike previous stimulus measures, this one is partially funded through recent changes in tax enforcement that have successfully recovered billions in unpaid taxes from large corporations. This means it's not adding as much to the national debt as previous stimulus programs. Let me share something that might surprise you. The distribution timeline is actually faster than any previous stimulus rollout. While February 29th marks the start of the payments, the IRS expects to complete most direct deposits within just 2 weeks. For those receiving paper checks, the process might take up to 3 additional weeks. Now, here's a crucial point that many news outlets aren't talking about. There's a verification process you need to complete if you've recently changed your address or banking information. Don't worry though, I'll explain exactly what you need to do to ensure you receive your payment without any delays. If you're watching this and thinking about your parents or grandparents who might qualify, pay close attention to this next part. The IRS has set up a dedicated hotline specifically for seniors who need assistance with verification or have questions about their eligibility. The number is available on the IRS website, and representatives are available during extended hours to help. Here's another important detail. If you receive other government benefits, this stimulus payment won't affect your eligibility for those programs. This includes Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP benefits, or any other federal assistance programs. The stimulus check is considered a tax credit, not income. Let's talk about what you should do right now to prepare. First, make sure your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration and the IRS. If you've moved or changed banks in the past year, you'll need to update your information through the IRS portal. Don't wait until the last minute. The sooner you verify your information, the smoother the process will be. Something that's particularly interesting about this stimulus package is the additional support services being offered. The government has partnered with various financial institutions to provide free financial counseling to seniors who receive this payment. This is an excellent opportunity to get professional advice on how to make the most of this stimulus money. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. We've seen similar announcements before that didn't pan out. But here's why this time is different. The bill has already passed both houses of Congress with bipartisan support, and the funding has been secured. This isn't a proposal or a possibility. It's happening. Let me address another common question. What if I don't file taxes because my income is too low? Don't worry. If you receive Social Security benefits, you'll automatically receive your stimulus payment the same way you get your monthly benefits. If you don't receive Social Security but still qualify based on income, there will be a simple non-filer tool available on the IRS website. Here's something that might affect your planning. The payment will be sent to either your bank account or your Direct Express card, depending on how you currently receive federal benefits. If you prefer to change your payment method, you'll need to act quickly and update your preferences through the IRS portal. What's particularly exciting about this stimulus package is the additional resources being made available. The government is launching a new website specifically designed for seniors to track their payments and access important information. The site will be user-friendly and accessible, with large text options and clear instructions. Now, let's talk about timing. While February 29th is the official start date, payments will be sent out in waves based on various factors, including your income level and the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. Don't panic if you don't receive your payment on the first day. This is completely normal and part of the organized distribution process. Here's an important tip that many people overlook. Keep an eye on your mail, even if you're expecting a direct deposit. The IRS will send written notification before and after your payment is issued. This documentation is important to keep for your records and might be needed for future reference. Something else to consider. If you have unpaid debts, this stimulus payment is protected from garnishment by private debt collectors. However, if you owe back taxes or other federal debts, those might still be collected from this payment. It's important to be aware of this possibility and plan accordingly. Let me share a personal observation. During previous stimulus rollouts, scammers tried to take advantage of seniors by requesting personal information or fees to process payments. Remember this: the IRS will never call, email, or text you asking for personal information or payment to receive your stimulus check. If anyone contacts you claiming to be from the IRS, it's likely a scam. Now, you might be wondering about the best way to use this stimulus money. While everyone's situation is different, financial advisors recommend creating a priority list. Consider immediate needs like medication and utilities first. Then look at any pressing debts or necessary home repairs. Some seniors are also using this opportunity to start an emergency fund if they don't already have one. Here's something interesting. Some banks and credit unions are offering special programs for stimulus recipients, including waived fees and free financial planning services. It's worth checking with your financial institution to see what additional benefits might be available to you. The impact of this stimulus package goes beyond individual recipients. Economic experts predict it will provide a significant boost to local economies as seniors spend these funds on necessary goods and services. This multiplier effect could help support local businesses and create jobs in communities across the country. Before I wrap up, let me quickly recap the most important points. The $2,000 stimulus checks will begin hitting bank accounts on February 29th. Eligibility is primarily based on age and income requirements, and the distribution process has been streamlined for efficiency. Remember to verify your information with the IRS and be wary of any potential scams. If you found this information helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with your friends and family members who might qualify for this stimulus payment. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates on financial news and assistance programs. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any important updates about this stimulus payment or future programs.